Alright, let's start with take one, although it's never take one, but let's have a listen. Yep, it's never take one. Next. How on earth did the mic clip? Why? What? How? Oh right, this is the one where I tripped. And I had the pathetic clap to start the take. It's actually not a bad rendition though. I'll keep this one. Where's take 5? What the hell did I do with take 5? Oh, got it. Ooh, nice transition. And bad pedaling. Yeah, that's gonna keep haunting me for the rest of my life. Too bad. Next. I need a drink. Let's talk about recording and all the frustrations that come with it. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Nathalie, I'm a musician, and I have been making a couple of new recordings for you guys in the last 2 weeks. However, recording is not necessarily one of my favorite occupations of being a musician, so I thought it would be nice to talk a bit about the frustrations that come with it, especially if you're doing it all by yourself and are still figuring out, like I am, and how to turn those frustrations into our advantages. So let's dive right in. Editing makes us very spoiled, and with us I mean both the artists and the audience. The artists in a way that we tend to get a bit more lazy because we're like, oh, you know, when I don't have a perfect rendition, it's fine, I can take as many takes as I want and then just ask the audio engineer to cut and paste and I have a perfect rendition. Awesome! However, I don't know how to edit, so I'm basically screwing myself over. But also not, because I think it's actually probably more valuable to have a recording out there that might not be 100% accurate, but does carry the essence of what I want to get out with the music that I'm playing, or, you know, get the story out. Having a similar experience as you have when you are listening to a live performance. Because isn't it true? When you're going to a live performance, you're not expecting 100% accuracy. You're expecting to be touched and to have an emotional connection to the artist that is performing. It's not about the perfect notes. So, we're spoiled in that way, that we tend to be a bit more loose, maybe in our practice, but also in the way that we record. So right now I'm trying not to be as loose, but still have that freedom of expressing what I want to say in the music. And then, on the other hand, as an audience member, we're also spoiled because we're used to a 100% accurate recording. And then when we hear a live recording, we can, you know, be a bit judgmental. But isn't the whole thing about music the fact that it's performed by human beings, and human beings make mistakes? And mistakes don't necessarily need to be bad. It can also, you know, the beauty is in the fact that it is human. So, you know, that's why I'm punishing myself with this channel. No, that's a bad way of saying it. I really started to work on this channel and to force myself to have videos out there every Friday to kind of conquer my own fear about recording and conquer my fear about getting something out there that might not be 100% note accurate, but does carry the meaning behind the notes, the music itself. So, here we are, trying to show you that an edited piece of music might be a bit less magical than the live performed one. The second reason why recording can be wildly frustrating is pressure. As I kind of talked about that in the last bullet point as well. But it's not only pressure about getting the take out as perfectly as you can. It is also pressure about putting yourself out with a lot of great musicians. And, you know, getting hit by a lot of people who can leave very rude and totally not nice comments, but also people who are nice to you. So that's definitely part of it. It's also pressure of having a good video out, and if you're doing everything yourself, it can be very, very overwhelming. Obviously, I kind of made the click in my mind that I'm learning all this stuff. And it's totally fine if there are a couple of things that once I get it out there that I see like, oh, I can do this and this and this differently next time. And in that way, I'm growing. I'm trying to turn my perfectionism into seeing my growth curve go like that, and not having my perfectionism, you know, paralyze me and make me too scared to get things out there. But yeah, pressure, it's just, there is a lot of pressure, period. And if you truly want to be an artist and you want to get stuff out there, I don't think you should let that pressure keep you or hold you up from, you know, doing what you love. If you feel that you are a musician, then by all means be a musician and record and fail and do it again, and have recordings out there that might not be 100% accurate but do have a piece of you in it. You know, there's this, you feel it when it's a good recording. You feel it when you're playing, and then even if there are a couple of tiny mistakes in it, you'll live on. It's gonna be fine. I think it's more about getting yourself out there, taking a step back, and then seeing the road you have already accomplished up until that point. And then in 2 years you can, you know, go back to the recording and be like, ooh, I will play it completely differently this time. And you can record it again. You know, it's the fun thing about music. It's played once, and it can never be played the same time, like exactly the same again. It's great. The third reason why recording can be extremely difficult is because it just acquires an enormous amount of concentration, as opposed to the fact that we're just normal human beings. And the reason why it takes so much concentration is not because you're only trying to, you know, have the most perfect take out of all the takes. You're also trying to reenact a kind of energy, or the energy that you feel when you're on stage performing in front of a live audience. Because, you know, that is basically the awesome thing about being a musician. You're on stage and you're communicating with hundreds and hundreds of people at the same time through a language that is not necessarily spoken by all of them, but everyone gets it. It just, you know, it hits you right in the feelings. And this energy exchange is wildly addicting. And that's also definitely one of the main reasons why I became a musician. I love being able to communicate with people through music. It's great. But if you want to do that in a recording, you know, you're trying to reenact an energy that is usually accumulated by a lot of different people. And in a recording studio, you're usually just on your own. So no wonder it just sucks out energy. And the more you need to re-record a piece, the more tired you become, and the harder it becomes to get that one special recording out. It's basically the same with a live performance, isn't it? Like, I hear a lot of professional artists that say that, you know, obviously their live performances are good, but there's only a couple where the energy is so right that they feel like, oh, I really hit it tonight. Like, this is what I live for as a musician. And that only happens every once in a while. It's like, you know, it's a gem. It's a chance of 1 in 1,000. And it doesn't necessarily have something to do with the way you are practicing or the way you are recording. It's really also about energy and the exchange of it, and I don't know, the vibe that's around it. So having to deal with all that and trying to get a good recording out, that's a lot. And so I think it's also just great if you're just trying to push yourself to get to that result, but also accepting that you're not there yet, but have a good enough rendition that you are proud to share it with people. I think that's a good step along the way. So if you are a musician and you have trouble recording, or you're frustrated about the process, know that you are not alone. I totally feel you. Also know that this is a skill that you can learn, and learning skills just takes time and practice, and I think the best way to practice is just to expose yourself to it and record as much as you can, and play with both the gear that you have, but also the pieces that you record. Play with what is going on inside your mind. Like, a lot of times I can do a take and I can be so focused on having the right notes, and then it's never a very good recording because I'm not thinking about the energy, I'm not thinking about getting the story out. And then when I am doing another take and I am thinking about the story, it usually feels a lot better, and therefore it sounds better. And sure, there can be a couple of mistakes in it, but because the energy is so nice, I truly think the energy wins from having accurate notes. So, I don't know, I hope that's a comforting thought. Maybe you think I'm just crazy and I should just be able to play perfectly. Well, I'm trying. I'll get there maybe. Who knows, at some point. But yeah, if you're a musician, I hope this video helped you. If you're not a musician, I also hope this video kind of helped you and gave you a bit more insight as to what is going on in a brain of a musician. And if you like this video, do go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I would love to see that from you. If you like, leave a comment. It's always so nice to hear from you. If you think a friend might want to see or hear this, go ahead and share. And well, I said it a couple of times throughout the vlog, but I do release a new video every Friday, for better or worse, and you are always very, very welcome to tune in and come have a listen and a watch. So thanks for being here with me today, and I'll see you next Friday. Bye-bye.